Hey everyone, so once again some great news for Shiba Inu. Shiba Swap is designed with a SHIB army in mind, but it's intended to serve the whole community of crypto. Soon we're gonna invite more teams to list in Shiba Swap. So either they're referring to new pairs, either they're referring, to actually a bigger team. Some tokens don't have liquidity. Looks like we need to step up the liquidity pool game. We will soon, said SHIB Informer, and obviously everyone is happy about this. When there's a displease, people are preparing, people are actually being very happy about what's going on, how the team is replying, but we want to have even more pairs than Shiba Swap, and Shiba Swap is trying to overtake Uniswap. They're trying to overtake PancakeSwap, and only way to do that is offer, even coins on the new platform. So coins that are not available anywhere else than on Shiba Swap. Thank you so much for dropping a like, by the way. And we are, seeing campaigns for coin burns left and right over here. Look at this. Everyone wants a coin burn. Obviously, people are demanding it. They have already said there's going to be no coin burns. But staking, in a way, is a form of a coin burn. Now, people are saying we're going underground, but that's not completely true. There's just a less hype for Shiba Inu than it was before, obviously because Bitcoin's price dropped. Now, absolutely delicious, said Satoshi. Looks like I'm going to go over Miami to try a Shiba pizza. So we are, in fact, and we are partnered up with a pizza restaurant. Now, it might not be one of the biggest pizza franchises, but it's still a huge partnership. And in the future, when we get more utility, we could have even bigger partnerships. And I'm keeping it really positive. Now, the holders are definitely different by now, but we are reaching big numbers. Hopefully, by some point, we're going to be reaching much bigger ones as, 1 million by the end of the year. Now, big partnership would have to happen to reach those numbers, or Bitcoin's price would have to drastically go up. Both of these are possible as long as there will be enough demand. If we check the analytics over here, we can notice a very simple thing. There's still a lot of transactions here. As you can see, there's still big transfer amounts. We saw this in about 6th of July when Shiba Swap was out, I think. We saw a lot of transactions, which means this community is still strong. You can see unique receivers here, 34,000. So 54,000 uniques. While on its peak, we're seeing 100,000. So can we reach its peak again? I definitely do think so. Right now, there's about 200 million crypto users, so there's still a lot of potential. But let's look at the short term. What we're interested in is what is happening with Shiba Inu's price right now. Now, bears scattered as Bitcoin hits 40K, but pro traders now remaining cautious. Data shows derivative traders are still walking on eggshells. We could still be seeing Bitcoin's price dropping back, maybe even to lower stages. But a lot of analysts are saying when we see Bitcoin dropping to, for example, 20,000, maybe 15,000, some are predicting 18,000. The most important factor here is now 60,000 is more likely than 20,000. So what I do like, though, is 60,000. Now, 60,000 is more likely for Bitcoin than 20,000. And that is something I definitely do agree with. Are we going to be seeing 80,000 next? Are we going to be seeing 100,000? I really do want to see Bitcoin reaching 100,000 because that would be a lot of hype for crypto. Now, for that, we need institutions to come in. Such a trend will cause a negative 25 delta skew indicator. On the other hand, whenever the downside protection is more costly, the skew indicator will become positive. So fear is out of the picture, but neutrality defines the current market. Even the recent rally to 40,000 wasn't enough to flip the sentiment towards greed, as the indicator remains neutral at a negative -4. So according to both derivative metrics, there's absolutely no sign of bullishness from professional traders, but that's not always the factor, right? So the traders are not bullish on crypto. Just not on the short term, but the 35% price hike might have eliminated a recent pattern of fear. It was not enough to flip a sentiment. So people are finally getting that trust back into crypto that, the market won't simply crash, but traders are still out there and they're waiting for another drop. We might be seeing another drop, and when we see a drop, people are panicking, you know, especially the new traders think that it's over for crypto, but not exactly. Bitcoin fails to flip 40,000 with traders eyeing 36K or lower for support. You know, even if we drop back to 30,000, we're still very stable right now, and what we just need is one institution announcing that they're going big into crypto and maybe into Shiba Inu or anything like that, because we're already getting the updates. What we need right now is a small push. So unique Bitcoin-backed home loan refinancing deal in California. Glen Oak Escrow has made its first Bitcoin-backed refinancing of property in San Diego. One of the Southern California's largest independent escrow company, Glen Oaks Escrow, has announced its first property refinancing with Bitcoin-backed loan. Now that's huge. Imagine paying back with Bitcoin and then it goes to, you know, 150,000 and you pay 3 times the amount. But it's possible. You can pay with Bitcoin for your financing of property. So sending a lender use cryptocurrency for a refinance shows us that this is a payment method that is continuing to grow in how it's used and by who it's used. And another crypto-related real estate development, Dogecoin aficionado from the US state of Utah has offered a 10% discount on his property if the buyer pays in Doge. This will happen for SHIB in the future. He's accepting his whole house payment in Doge, and that's simply crazy to me. He believes in Doge that much. But on July 27th, a local TV station reported that the owner listed the 39,000 home for sale and will accept 7 cryptocurrencies but prefers Dogecoin due to his belief the 10% discount will quickly be made up by Bitcoin price appreciation. After applying the discount, the amount of Doge required to make the purchase would be around 1.7 million tokens. So if you have 1.7 million tokens in Doge, you can actually buy a house by now. Now, way back in 2017, Cointelegraph reported on the first ever Bitcoin real estate transaction, which occurred in Texas. Texas, surprise, surprise, being the crypto state out there. But shout out to your Texans out there. And CEO and founder of the crypto realty group, Piper Moretti, told Cointelegraph that many buyers purchasing real estate with digital assets are taking loans out against their cryptocurrency so they can still benefit from holding coins while putting the value to work. In May, it was reported that buyers could even use Dogecoin to make a property purchase in Portugal. So it's only a matter of time before Shiba Inu grows. We will also be seeing this for SHIB. But it partnered with Portugal-based property developer 355 Developments to offer condos for the crypto in capital. So you can actually pay for a lot of things. You can see over here, you know, this man's Utah can be yours if you buy it with crypto, and he's accepting Dogecoin. It's actually a pretty nice house, you know. And first Bitcoin only real estate transaction back in 2017. Things are happening, and that's a huge thing. If someone wants to pay in crypto, they can actually do that. So you can even buy condos, and I do think this will happen for SHIB in the future as well. It might not seem to you as much right now because they are accepting, you know, all of these coins, like even Dogecoin. But I do think it's only a matter of time before we see cryptocurrencies and real estate get together. But Bitcoin strategy Profound aims to tackle regulatory barriers for investors. Mutual funds provider ProFunds aims to enable crypto exposure for investors without actually buying Bitcoin. So this, once again, the big wealthy investors could be coming in. Compared to directly buying Bitcoin, which may involve opening a new account with unregulated party, this Profound offers investors the opportunity to gain exposure to Bitcoin through a form and investment method the tens of millions of investors are familiar with. Now, we can also see massive government spending is accelerating crypto adoption, which is raising the prices up. It's said that inflation and massive government spending is accelerating the adoption of digital assets, and crypto is becoming bigger and bigger with inflation. And this is why Bitcoin was created, you know, and this is why Shiba Inu was created, because we want a fully decentralized coin owned by no one. Yes, there are developments for the coin, but it's not owned by anyone. Nobody controls, you know, the large portion or can decide where the coin goes, except with updates. Obviously, Shiba Inu could be one of those things where, you know, there's not a single company that controls it and maybe, you know, can block your transactions or anything like that. But the US dollar is driving citizens to store value in digital assets such as Bitcoin. Not this was necessarily a good thing, but spending America deeper into a hole is stupid, inflammatory, and altogether undesirable way to drive people on digital assets. So it is in fact happening. Inflation is helping out crypto. And, you know, it held a hearing about the risk in crypto market. What form of crypto regulation could we see going forward? So we want to make sure these miners can come to places like Pennsylvania, Texas, Wyoming, and elsewhere, where they can get energy to mine it. And then once it's pronounced that it can be only the blockchain, its way exchanges the non-fiat currency advantages that cryptocurrency has. So there's a lot to basically take in here. But what we are seeing is after a decade of experience with these technologies, it seems to say, it's safe to say, that the vast majority hasn't been good for anyone but their creators, Brown said in his opening statement. Now, is this true? That is something you have to decide for yourself. With Shiba Inu, a lot of people became millionaires. Now, going to more news over here, there's still a lot of money here. Solana-based cross-chain exchange Saber raises 7.7 million to expand team and tokens. Big news. Multi secures a 15 million investment from Samsung Next. If Samsung Next is into crypto, that is big. You know, they know about the potential of a blockchain. So if we check over here, that's all the news for today. Seems like crypto is going on a better pace. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to see you next time. Peace, everyone.